We're heading out to the outback today. As you can see behind me, we're starting off in Burren Junction. You're gonna have to bear with me. We're out in the working field today. No tricky editing here. Road trains buzzing by. We're gonna check out some of the local cuisine, some of the local attractions, or one of the local attractions. I think you're gonna like it, so stick around. The plan is we're just gonna keep moving. I've brought some worms with me, some of that hair leg. We're just gonna pull in here and there and see if we can't jag some monsters. I don't know what sort of monsters. Hopefully yabbies and yellow belly. But as you know, when we go chasing yellow belly, what do we end up with? Carp. And we've already actually been to one of the local attractions this morning, but we might have a look at that later, so stick around. Anyway, we're gonna hit the track and go and see what we can find. We've pulled up the first spot. It's just a random dam on the side of the road. I noticed there's a drover about 5 k's back, and he's heading back that way, the opposite way that we're heading. So he's been through here, obviously been through this dam, chopped the hell out of it. I'll give you a bit of a look at this place. Like I said, we're not going to be stopping anywhere for too long unless we find a dam that's really truly loaded with giant monsters, which you never know might happen. And the water here looks a bit gross. Like I said, the cows have been through here, chopped the hell out of it. It's a little bit murky looking, but it's not too bad. What's the matter, Joes? Well, you're doing a bit of dancing over there. What is it? The fly's annoying you? We've been here for about 10 minutes. Absolutely nothing, which is sort of what I was expecting at this place as soon as I seen it, because the drover's obviously been through here in the last probably 2 weeks, I would say. And they've just absolutely trodden this dam to death. What I've found is, if you come to a dam after a drover's been here freshly, the yabbies must go down into the mud, because he's literally got like 1,000 cows up there, all watering out of this one dam. They'll walk in and out of that dam all day and just tread the hell out of everything. And I'm guessing the yabbies go down in the mud, and they'll probably come out in a month or two. So we'll keep moving, see if we can't find somewhere that hasn't been trodden down. But that's okay. It's only the first spot. We've got plenty more spots to check today. We've made our way down, found another little water hole. Way out here. It's actually a bit drier out this far. And the banks look better. I can tell that the drover hasn't been here freshly. It's obviously been at least a few weeks since he's been here, and the colour of the water actually looks a lot better. That first dam was a little bit green. This one here is that beautiful milky yabby looking colour. So we'll get a line out and see how we go. And something Josie just pointed out, which I didn't even see, there's a big carp up there playing around in the shallow water up there. So doesn't discount the place straight away. We'll get a line out and see how we go. Spot number 2 is a bust. I had the line in for 10 minutes or so, not a single yabby. I'm not even going to give them too much of a chance today. If they're not going to smash the lines, we're going to keep moving. Just looking at the place, it's probably worth maybe coming and setting some traps here one day, but if they're not going off, which they're obviously not here right now, we're going to go and find somewhere that is. We are now actually at spot number 5. I'm not even going to bore you showing the other ones, because we are still yabby-less. Still haven't got a single bloody yabby. And I'm going to give you a look at this place, because this is just an example. They all look so good. Just absolutely nothing yet. So I think we may have to change it up a bit and go and find a creek. Because today the dams are just not producing. I don't know why. I would say this probably looks like one of the best spots you'd ever go to catch a yabby. But I've had the line in there for a good 15 minutes. I haven't moved it around. I just thought I'll throw it out. If there's good yabbies in here, then we'd at least get one there for sure, which we haven't. So I think we're gonna have to change it up and go and find a creek. Okay, so I couldn't help myself. I had to try one more dam just to make sure. And just to give you a bit of background, all these dams, I'm pretty sure this is number 6, are basically along the same stretch of road within probably 20 k's of each other, I guess. And it's basically a waste of time coming out here. If you want to know where they are, leave a comment down below and I might tell you, or I might not. But it's pointless coming out here anyway because there's no bloody yabbies. This one here looks so good as well. Have a look in the background there. Looks absolutely perfect. Had the line out there for 15 minutes. Still nothing. So what we might do, we're going to shoot back to this morning and we're going to show you one of the attractions at Burren Junction, and it's a really popular spot. So, and we had a bit of an interesting time down there. We met a couple of old timers. You're about to find out. Our first stop for today, and I'm doing things a little bit backwards, is going to be Burren Bore Baths. Very popular little spot. It's starting to get a bit warm, so it is quieting down a bit. Come here in the middle of winter and you're going to be flat out getting to a car park. There's all the rules for you. You better follow those or you'll end up getting booted. And it's actually very well set up. Nice and clean. No glass, obviously. It's nowhere near like it was back in the old days. We used to come out here as kids and it was basically just a hole in the ground. It's been done up really well now. Like I said, you get a lot of caravanners out here because it's the hot artesian water. It's always about 40 degrees, I think. It's a bit like that little bath that we went to out on a previous video. I don't think I'll give away the location of it because it's actually on private property and it's now closed. So there's no point. Not too sure what the go of the big circle in the middle is, but probably so you can get up there and sunbake or whatever. And they've also got a small little bath here. It's pretty deep. Oh, probably not because I can only just reach. Can you reach?
No, I'm treading water.
And that other little bore bath that was out on the private property, that small one that we went to, if you missed that video, I think it's probably about 20 videos ago now, it was actually a lot hotter. This one doesn't seem anywhere near as hot, but the one on private property, it was basically just coming straight out of the pipe. Here, I'm not even too sure where the actual bore is, but by the time it gets piped here, it's in a big pool, so it must cool down a little bit more. But in the middle of winter, it'd be absolutely bloody beautiful. It's nice enough now, and it's only just starting to warm up, so.
Until you get out. Today, we're going yabbying and fishing. We're at the bore at the moment, going for a swim.
Okay, anyway, we come 1972 first time here with the friends. We went in Pilica for hunting. And that time was somehow very wet, and we feel something because we stay a weekend. We feel to have a shower or something, you to go. And we thought to going back for a home, but farmers ladies asked her, where are you going that quick? I said, because we missed a shower. Why are you not going to Burren Junction? But what in the Burren Junction? She said, that's a bore bath. And we come here and we like it. And after we bring the family out, and from that time we every year come 2-3 times.
First time when he came, we come with a family that was early morning, and there was in a fog. And I keep walking in a tongues, and I said, where is that pool? And he said, if you do one more step, you will be in it. And when I looked, that was a edge from the pool, because that time was different, everything.
Yeah, and that's what I was saying when I first come down here. Back in the old days, it was nothing like this. It was basically just a hole in the ground, wasn't it?
They haven't got the big the concrete thing in the middle. That was just a big pipe was on the other side, and the water come in like a blow. I mean, that really coming. That was step was underneath, and that was good for massage. You sit underneath, you know.
Yeah.
That was good.
And you guys originate from Hungary.
Yes.
Yeah.
And what do you think about eating the European carp?
It's very nice.
We
You
Very
like
nice.
it. That is
just have to
beautiful.
learn how to be clean, from a clean, the deep clean water, the fresh water.
Yeah.
And they have to clean nicely, and that's very nice.
when you-
Yeah.
Right. Our people said you're not eating a sausage because they said too many bone. Yes, you have to be careful, but otherwise very, very nice.
Very
Yeah.
tasty. We like it. Only have to careful to not cut a gallbladder because after it's come bitter. After
So you
it's a chocolate.
got to avoid the gallbladder.
Yeah, if you cut
Yeah.
accidentally, they.
I ate many people I cooked here, and everybody, the public can even give us a champagne, and he said, come on, when you next time come and call me
He asked,
over again.
he would like try it.
Yeah.
I said, okay, that time we were in cabin, and we make a fish soup. It was few of us, and put it on a yard, the table out, you know, and he come, he said, okay, he tried, and he went and he bring a few bottles of champagne. He said, that's a,
Yeah.
After, until he was here, because
that
young
was a roast,
Ross,
yeah.
and until he owned the pub, every time he come to eat a carp, and people who was sharing a ship, he was a contractor, and he and his family, another young family from the other side, from Railway, they came. It was a very rainy day, and I cooking the fish soup and a little bit drizzling, and the lady comes and said, oh, yeah, I said, wait until you try it. Then evening come, we said big an eggs, and everybody came. I fried a big platter full of fish, and I said to kids, be careful because the bone in it, be careful because the bone in it. Soon next day I look around, everything is gone. Soup, fried fish, and I said they never thought they taste so nice.
And what these guys don't know yet, what's your name, sorry?
Joseph. Everybody call me Joe.
Oh, right. So we've got Joe, Josh, and Josie.
And
Nice to meet
I am
you.
Rosalia.
And Rosalia.
Rose, I call Rose because never thought kept that silly name, you know.
And what these guys don't realise, we do catch and cook videos, and we've actually done a couple of carp videos
Oh yeah.
yeah.
recently.
Yeah.
And-
Our son should learn to eat the carp because it's beautiful.
Yeah, well, that's what I
Have
said.
to
There
know
was
how
no
to
problem with them.
We usually make sometimes a
Faces otherwise.
Chinese pie, sweet and sour, you know, and little bit hot. That's beautiful. That's
Yeah.
very nice.
Actually, what we caught when we was on Monday, we caught only 3, and I said to him they was nice and thick, and I said when I did a beautiful white meat was, and I fried and I just keep eating, and he said we never taste such a nice fish. We always getting a big one, and I said next time I don't want a big one, just a kilo and a half, because
Yeah.
they don't have that big bone. I said, oh, you have to careful that, otherwise it tastes beautiful. Yes.
So that was the Burren boar. Like I said, I really should have come here last because I don't feel like doing anything now. Had a good time, met some nice people. As you've seen, that couple from Hungary give us a rundown on the carp and told some interesting stories, but it's time to keep moving. This is one of the dams that's adjoining the bore. I'm guessing it's the overflow. There's this one and there's another big one on the other side. I'm almost thinking you throw a trap in here, there's got to be yabbies in here, but not going to stop here today. Keep moving. I'll tell you what, this spot here is definitely the pick of the day. We found a little creek. I'm going to give you a bit of a look. This is the little hole. Come down, there's a bit of a creek crossing here. It is actually flowing a little bit. Goes into this little hole, which I reckon's probably going to be better for yabbies. Comes down. It actually goes down here for ages. And there's good yellow belly in this creek. So we're going to get a rod out with some worms on it. Sort of meanders down through there. If nothing else, I think we're definitely going to have to get back here with the traps. On the other side of the crossing, it sort of opens up and there's a massive big hole, goes all the way up around there. I've just checked the water and we've got no excuse about the water being cold because it's actually quite warm, surprisingly. Check this old tree out, would you? Look at these beautiful big old coolabah trees scattered all along the creek out here. And we are well and truly off the beaten track now. We left the tar, hit the dirt, black soil roads, probably 30-40 k's back. And I think it's going to pay off. Even if not today, I'm definitely going to have to come back here, throw a lure around the worm. I guess it's come to that time. It's almost lunchtime. And another thing I promised you at the start of the video was we're going to try some local cuisine. So let's try it. And I got it in the oven, warming up. Reheat them. Oh, look at that. A nice curry pie, fresh from the bakery this morning. Reheated in the oven. Food of the best trucker, that one. Oh, you knew we couldn't come out west without trying a good old pie. We got, Josie's got a cheese and bacon, as usual. Have a crack at it, Jose. Tell us what you reckon. It's a bit crusty. It's been sitting in the car for about 3 or 4 hours now. So we better have a go at our curry pie before the bloody flies get it. No. You got a bite? Always happens. As soon as you get your bloody mouth full, Rod wants to bite. And that one there that she's looking at reckons got a bite is actually a big chunk of meat. So hopefully it's what we're after. Did it bite? Better go and check. Anyway, we'll do our food review first. They're in rod holders, so it's not going anywhere. Tell you what, if you like a curry pie, they definitely didn't muck around with the curry. Look at how yellow it is. What's the verdict, Jose? All right? I reckon you could probably just about feed us anything at the moment. It's going to taste all right because we've been going all day. We haven't caught a single thing. We've literally tried 6 dams, and this is the second creek that we've been to. I did go to another creek. I didn't really film much there because we didn't get anything, but it looked bloody good too. We'll have to go back there one day with the traps, I think. Give it a proper go because it might be just one of these days where just nothing is biting. Anyway, I'll finish my pie and I might just take you for a wander down the creek here a little bit after I have something to eat and just to have a quick look at this place. If we don't do any good, we're definitely going to have to come back. Tell you what, that curry pie's definitely got some bite. They didn't muck around the curry in it. As you can see, there's plenty of water here. Absolutely bloody magnificent looking spot. But no bites yet. I think it's definitely going to be well worth coming back to this spot. I reckon we'll leave it a few weeks, maybe a month. Bring the traps back, I reckon. Oh yes, at least we got something. The old weightless worm does the trick. It's only a little muddy, but it's a start. I was going to say, I hope I was recording then. I had the rod up there, wasn't doing any good. Went and threw it up there for a while. Same thing, didn't do any good. I thought I'll throw it in front of this running water. It's normally where they hang around. And little tiny carp. Oh well, 30 centimeters, 35 I guess. That's a start. I think we'll hang about here for a little while and see if we can't jag something a bit better. I was just baiting Josie's rod up for her and she's on. I was just taking the meat off her rod and she's jagged another one. I was just going to get some worms to rebait it because there was only a little tiny bit of worm on there. You're getting smaller, Jose, and it's the wrong type. Another little carp. At least we're getting something now. What have we got? That looks like a yellow belly. It is. You beauty. Yep. You little ripper. And he's going to be big enough too.
Actual?
You little beauty. Look how wide it is. It almost looks like it's albino.
Oh.
That's what they're like out of this creek. They're really, really pale. But that one's almost ridiculously pale. You little beauty. Hopefully they get bigger. And persistent pays off. We've been after a yellow belly for a while and he's just legal, so he's in the bucket. He's a little bit pale looking, but out of these creeks out west, that's what they're like. They get really pale for some reason. I think it's the colour of the water sends them pale. Even those carp are real pale. You got him this time. Got him? Yep. Bring him in, Joes. Wheel him nice and steady. Yeah, beauty. What do you got? Ah, little carp. And it's getting smaller. What are you doing? I don't know what you call that. That's bloody bait right there. Another one. Josie's just snagged up. She's running up there to grab a hook. And another little carpio. Hopefully if we get through a few of these carpios, another yellow belly will turn up. So we've moved Jose just over into this little area here where the water's running out. And I had a feel with her rod just straight down in here, and it actually drops off pretty bloody quick down in here. It's a fair sort of a little hole. Oh, you got him. Oh, another carp. Better than catching nothing. Oh, he's a bit decent, that one. No wonder she went, oh, he's probably twice the size of what she's been getting. Ooh. That didn't feel too bad, actually.
Pull back.
Got him. Right on the bank there. Oh, dear. I don't know what I'm going to do with him. I'm going to take him straight up here. And he's going to be tree food. I'm going to give this big old tree a feed. He's already got a nice little pile there. Oh, you got him. Oh, he didn't put up much of a fight, Josie, what are you doing? That's almost as small as your worm. You can get him off.
Actual?
Yeah. Get him off and throw him up there in the pile. We've got a whole pile of them up there now. We're going to call it a day here. The big fisherman's had enough. We've only been here, probably an hour, I guess. And we've literally got a whole pile of carp. And there's how many? 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Oh, 11.
No, I think there's 10. 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, 11. Where do you go to school at? And more importantly, one yellow belly. And I don't know how well it's going to show. There's a little duck swimming around over there. And he's been here since we got here. Must be his little pond. And we better get a quick measure of our yellow belly, because I could just hear the people out there now saying he's too small. Get it in focus, about 33 centimetres. So well and truly, they've only got to be 25. Get the fillets off him. I'm not going to show that because I'm a horrible filleter. It's another day and another creek. We haven't given up on the yabbies yet. We've picked up a hitchhiker along the way. She's down there with a rod. I've got a rod here. Josie's got a rod. Josie's got a big shirt on. We've been here for probably 15 minutes, I suppose, and we haven't got a single thing yet, which is a little bit disheartening because I know this creek's got good yabbies in it. I would have thought that it would have been heaps warm enough by now, but obviously not. The creek looks bloody good. Even if they're not biting today, another month or so, they're going to be going off here. I'd nearly guarantee you that. We've got one more spot to try. If you make out a couple of tanks there in the distance, there is a big dam over in there. We will go and have a crack over there if we don't do any good here. Like I said, we've been here 15 minutes. I reckon today we might just give them a little bit longer. I normally don't like leaving them too long. If they're not biting, they're not biting, but we'll just give it another 10 minutes. If we don't do any good, we'll go and have a crack in the dam, give it one last shot.
Good day, everyone.
Well, this is our last hope for a yabbie in this video. I'm not trying any more places. I think this must be place number 8, and we still haven't got a single yabbie yet. So fingers crossed, this place pays out. It's a lot lower than what I thought it would be. I thought there'd be a fair bit more water here than what there is. And it looks like the girls are going to go hungry on this trip, because I only bought that little yellow belly. I was really hoping to get some yabbies to cook up with it. Doesn't look like it's going to happen. And Eileen's got these vacuum pack bags that you use and put them in the little vacuum machine. And I'll tell you what, it's bloody handy for doing fish. Filled it, vacuum packed it, put it in the fridge, wrung it out on some ice blocks. It'll be as fresh as anything. The only problem is, in my wisdom, I took my filleting knife out to fillet these and left it at home, so I don't have a knife. And this little yellow belly won't take long. He wasn't a real meaty fish for 33 centimetres. He was pretty lean. Really wanted 3 or 4 fish that size for a decent feed. There's enough there for one person, so I don't know what these pair are going to eat. I think there is an apple floating around in the car somewhere. And I think I've got this fish cooked to absolute perfection today. I was only joking about not sharing. I'm going to share with them. Josie gets half of a piece and she come with me, put in half the work, didn't you, darling? There you go. You caught all the carp while I caught the yellow belly. And I promised me hitchhiker here a feed of yabbies. Didn't happen again. If you watched the last video or the video before, it might have been the video before that, I had the hitchhiker here. I promised him some yabbies and we didn't get any. And I promised them some yabbies today. We didn't get any. So they're going to get a piece of fish, but they don't want to come on camera and eat it. So Josie's going to have to be my critic. Here, Jose. Have a crack at it. Tell us the true opinion. Oh, it looks bloody nice. Well, I'd say it'd be a bit warm. It's just come off the cast iron skillet. And Josie's a true critic. She doesn't tell fibs, do you, Josie?
It's not too bad.
Not too bad? You meant to say it's great. Tell the truth. She doesn't really like fish. Although that time we were at Copeton and I cooked that catfish for her, I was hoping to get all the catfish and she ended up eating it all. That was bloody nice. Not too bad. And to be absolutely honest with you, like that old couple was saying earlier in the video, there's not really a whole lot of difference between the yellow belly out of those muddy creeks and the carp out of the clear creeks, if they're cooked properly. Apart from one major difference, the bloody bones. You deal with those bones, they wouldn't be too bad. And she was definitely a bit of a lean feed. No yabbies this trip, not sure what's going on. We had a cold snap the other night. Must have just threw them completely off because the days have been really warm. But anyway, we'll head back out here. We'll give it another couple of weeks. Head back out. That creek over there is looking bloody nice. Towards the end of last summer, I did go and check that creek and it was completely dry, like it was bone dry, and it's been wet all winter, so hopefully the monsters are going to come out and play. Anyway, if you watched this far and you haven't already, hit the subscribe button for me. Catch you on the next one.